tweets that did not age well. Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender remake has announced some interesting changes to the story. In the past, they have announced the addition of Suki's mom, they announced Azula appearing in Season 1, and now it is official that Mei and Ty Lee will be in Season 1 as well. As of right now, it is not confirmed of how much of a role that these characters will play in Season 1. It could be a cameo, it could be a flashback, it could even be an all-new original story. We have no idea. But I got to thinking, what is the best way to make headlines that you're going to be adding in characters where they shouldn't be and changing the story without actually making the show worse? You guys remember at the end of Season 1 when Ozai calls upon Azula in the throne room and he tells her Zuko's a failure and Iroh's a traitor and you need to fix this. I think that they will add in Mei and Ty Lee into that scene. This will please a lot of fans because it'll make the fan name Ozai's Angels just a little bit more accurate, and it'll also make their betrayals a lot more harsh because they're working under the Fire Lord and directly betrayed him and not just Azula. But that's just my opinion and probably the best case scenario. They could just go off the rails and add in completely new storylines to the live action, and whether that's going to be good or bad, only time will tell. Now, I already know there's going to be a bunch of you guys wondering about the casting for Mei and Ty Lee, and it has not been revealed yet. There's a chance that they haven't even been casted yet, despite the show filming for over a month now. According to Avatar News, they cast characters in order that they are filming, and they do not necessarily film in chronological order. Now that I've covered all of the news, it's time for me to clear up some misconceptions about the show and maybe address some comments that you guys have. Now, a lot of you guys debate on whether Netflix's Avatar live action is a reboot, if it's a remake, if it's canon. Well, let me clear up all of that. The Avatar live action is a remake. The only reason why I called it a reboot in the past is because they said they weren't going to change the story. I was under the impression that it was going to be a one-to-one copy of the original in live action form, but it turns out they are going to be changing stuff. For example, adding in all the new original characters with Suki's mom. As I mentioned earlier, they're gonna have Azula and Ty Lee and Mei, and I just didn't expect all of that. I thought it was gonna be a one-to-one copy. I believe this is why the original creators left, because of all the unnecessary changes like this. And this brings me to my next question. Is this canon? No, not at all. The original creators left. Honestly, I'd go as far as to just consider this a different universe from the original. Now, here's why I say that. Let's say that this does well. Not great, but well. I'd be willing to bet that they would try to do Korra or maybe even some other avatars in live action form. As they stated themselves, they want Avatar to be their version of Game of Thrones. And to do that, they will need to continue the story for a long time. That would mean we would be having Avatar Studios animated projects going on at the same time as live action stuff, and they wouldn't be related to each other at all. So we would just have to consider them separate universes. But that's just my take on things. I want to thank you guys so much for getting this far in the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.